Most dog owners adore their furry companions, willing to go to great lengths to keep them safe. But what happened to David Alan Kirwan in Yellowstone Park took devotion to a whole new level. While traveling with his friend Ronald Ratliff and Ratliff's dog, Moosie, David's attempt to rescue the dog from a scalding hot spring ended in a shocking tragedy. He was boiled alive. How did this heartbreaking incident unfold, and what compelled David to take such a risk for Moosie? This is a story of an extraordinary bond, a daring rescue, and the unforgiving power of nature that you won't soon forget. In life, the instinct for self-preservation is a mighty force, guiding our decisions and ensuring our safety. It's a primal urge shared by humans and animals alike. But sometimes, a powerful emotion can override this instinct, pushing us to face danger head-on for the sake of someone we hold dear. This is a story that illustrates this extraordinary phenomenon, a story of a man who met a horrifying fate while attempting to save his friend's beloved dog. The backdrop for this tragic story is Yellowstone National Park, a place known for its breathtaking beauty and natural wonders. Within the park's thermal areas, you'll find hot springs, like bubbling cauldrons of steam and boiling water. These springs are no joke, with temperatures often exceeding 150 degrees Fahrenheit and some reaching as high as 185 degrees Fahrenheit to 205 degrees Fahrenheit due to the park's elevation. Now, here's the chilling part. Since 1870, there have been 22 recorded deaths associated with Yellowstone's scalding hot springs. These unfortunate incidents typically involve people accidentally or carelessly falling into these searing waters. But the tale we're about to unfold is different. It was July 20th, 1981, when 24-year-old David Alan Kirwan, hailing from La Cañada, California, embarked on a journey through Yellowstone with his friend Ronald Ratliff and Ratliff's loyal dog, Moosie. The day seemed ordinary until they reached the fountain paint pot thermal area. They parked their truck, eager to get a closer look at the mesmerizing hot springs. Then, the unexpected happened. Moosie, their dog, seized an opportunity to explore and dashed out of the truck. With a carefree spirit, the dog bounded towards the nearby Celestine Pool, a thermal spring boasting water temperatures that had been measured at a scorching 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Without hesitation, Moosie jumped in, but his joyful yelps soon turned into agonizing cries for help. As the scorching waters of Celestine Pool enveloped poor Moosie, David and Ronald sprang into action. David's determination was clear. He was willing to do whatever it took to rescue the terrified dog. Witnesses at the scene attempted to caution David, urgently shouting at him to avoid the dangerous plunge, but he responded with an unwavering declaration: "Like hell I won't." Without hesitation, David took 2 determined steps towards the boiling spring and then made a fateful decision. He leaped headfirst into the seething waters, propelled by an incredible urge to save Moosie. It was a moment of incredible bravery, but also one of immense peril. Once in the pool, David reached out for the distressed dog and made an earnest attempt to bring it to safety. However, something went terribly wrong. In the scalding depths, David vanished beneath the surface, releasing his grip on Moosie. Desperation must have overtaken him as he struggled to resurface. Ratliff, spurred by his own determination to help his friend, managed to pull David out of the steaming spring. In doing so, Ratliff suffered second-degree burns to his own feet, but his quick action may have saved David's life temporarily. David, now out of the hot spring, was in dire condition. He couldn't see, a horrifying effect of the intense heat he endured. In a disturbing and painful turn of events, when someone tried to remove one of his shoes, David's skin, already peeling from his burns, came off with it. He had suffered third-degree burns across 100% of his body, including his head. Despite the desperate efforts to save him, his condition deteriorated rapidly. He passed away the following morning in a hospital in Salt Lake City. Tragically, Moosie didn't survive either, succumbing to the same searing fate. Eyewitnesses on the scene reportedly heard David say, "That was stupid. How bad am I? That was a stupid thing I did." Unfortunately, it's not just David Alan Kirwan who had faced the heart-pounding consequences of trying to rescue pets from scalding waters. In 2001, in the very same Yellowstone National Park, a distressing incident unfolded involving a 39-year-old tourist from Washington State. This visitor's heart-wrenching story began when a dog from his family's motorhome decided to take a wild dash, ending up right at the edge of a thermal pool. In a sudden moment, the dog darted excitedly towards danger. Fueled by love and instinct, the man knew he had to act swiftly. Without hesitation, he plunged into the boiling waters in a desperate attempt to save his four-legged friend. The seconds must have felt like hours as he battled the excruciating heat and blinding pain. Miraculously, the outcome of this daring rescue attempt was different from David's tragedy. Fortune smiled on this brave soul, as he emerged with only second-degree burns, although still a painful ordeal. A single day later, he walked out of the hospital, his heart surely heavy at the memory of his harrowing encounter. But the attraction of thermal pools as perilous traps didn't fade away with time. On October 10, 2014, another such event unfolded, this time at Black Rock Desert. It began with a dog in grave danger, once again, leaping into one of the region's hot springs. The situation prompted a swift and urgent response, summoning firefighters to the scene. In this case as well, a man, driven by a fierce love for his canine companion, risked his life. The blistering waters were treacherous, and his heroic actions came with a heavy price. The man was airlifted to a renowned regional medical center in Reno, his condition hanging in the balance. In the moments following his rescue, the extent of his injuries remained shrouded in uncertainty. The Black Rock's desert hot springs, like hidden dragons, offered a deceptive calmness. Some appeared as gentle streams or inviting ponds, but beneath their serene facade lay a deadly secret, a cauldron of water boiling at temperatures around 180 degrees Fahrenheit. The banks were steep and slippery, adding a treacherous twist to the already perilous terrain. Even though the area was fenced off, the unpredictable allure of these pools had lured in both dogs and their owners, setting the stage for dangerous escapades. But not all tales of danger near thermal pools involved pets in distress. In June 2016, a somber incident occurred in Yellowstone National Park, one that would send shivers down the spines of visitors. A man from Portland, Oregon, decided to venture off the designated path near Norris Basin Geyser. The moment was a heart-stopping one. In a tragic turn of events, he slipped and fell into the scalding water. To make matters even more distressing, his sister, who was walking alongside him, was a first-hand witness to the horrifying plunge. Panic set in, and she immediately reached out to park authorities for help. What made this incident particularly gruesome and unusual was the harrowing fact that, due to the intense heat and acidity of the water, locating the man's remains proved to be an insurmountable challenge for rescue teams. These stories stand as chilling reminders of the unpredictable and perilous nature of geothermal features in places like Yellowstone. They remind us that the instinct to protect and save loved ones, whether they have fur or not, can sometimes drive us to take enormous risk. These cautionary tales emphasize the importance of adhering to safety guidelines and recognizing the incredible power of nature's wonders, even when they appear deceptively calm and inviting. Did you find this intriguing? If so, stay tuned for more fascinating stories like this by liking and subscribing to our channel.